How is a man peacefully selling masks, unarmed, disrespecting the police? Is there now a law that says police can execute anyone who is disrespectful? You can call yourself honorable, but there is nothing honorable about you.
Kuna watu wengine hata waku afford kwenda KNH na wako na head injuries. Who knows? Wengine anaweza kuwa maybe ako na internal bleeding. Kesho ama kesho kuto atakufa. Hata jua alikufa juu ya protest. So we are calling for the resignation of the Minister of Interior. He is so incompetent. People are dying left, right and center. Yeye kazi yake tu ni kusmailia cameras.
ETV Africa News at this hour.
Wako KNH. They are nursing serious injuries zenye walipigwa na polisi na goons. Kuna watu wengine hata waku afford kwenda KNH na wako na head injuries. Who knows? Wengine anaweza kuwa maybe ako na internal bleeding. Kesho ama kesho kuto atakufa. Hata jua alikufa juu ya protest. So we are calling for the resignation of the Minister of Interior. He is so incompetent. People are dying left, right and center. Yeye kazi yake tu ni kusmailia cameras. Like there is a case in Ruaka Banana. Women are dying. Women are being killed. In the last 7 months, 3 women have been killed and raped in Ruaka, and no action has been taken. The CS of Interior is incompetent. The IG should resign. Elwood Langat should be arrested. And tomorrow, we are urging everyone to come on the streets as we prepare for 25th. Yeah, so that's all.
Good afternoon. We apologize for keeping you waiting, and here is my statement. Kelvin Ayoni. We are gathered here today not because we want to, but because we are tired. Tired of burying our young people, tired of the bullets, tired of the lies, and tired of the regime that protects killers in uniform. It is no longer just police brutality. It is a coordinated war against young people in this country. They are picking us from our homes, from our streets, from peaceful protests, and turning our lives into hashtags and funeral announcements. Since last year, our youth have been gunned down, disappeared, tortured, and dumped like garbage. And what have the so-called institutions of justice done? Nothing. Not a single police officer has been imprisoned for these crimes. Not one. We dare the Cabinet Secretary for Interior, we dare the Inspector General of Police show us a single officer who is in jail right now for killing innocent young people. Just one. We don't have any single police officer who is serving as a jail term for killing us. We are tired of the theatrics of the arrests for shows. They arrest police officers to show us that they have arrested them, and then eventually the fake press us the choreographed sympathies. We know this game. You wait until the public outrage dies, then quietly release those killers back to the system to continue killing us. We are watching. We are not fools. Do you remember the supposed arrest of the man behind the quarry murderers, where the bodies were dumped in the quarry? Where is the man? Was there even a real arrest? Or was that another episode of the PR circus? Just recently, Albert Ojwang, an innocent young man, picked from his parents' home, was murdered in cold blood by the very people who were supposed to protect him. While we were still grieving and demanding justice, another young man, Boniface, selling masks, was shot in broad daylight on camera. His only crime, being young and breathing in a country whereby being a young person is like a death sentence. And what is the response from our elected leaders? The so-called majority leader in the National Assembly, Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah, has the audacity to tell people to respect the police. Mr. Ichung'wah, do you have an understanding of the laws you pass? Tell us how Albert Ojwang, in his own parents' house, was disrespecting the police. How is a man peacefully selling masks, unarmed, disrespecting the police? Is there now a law that says police can execute anyone who is disrespectful? You can call yourself honorable, but there is nothing honorable about you. If disrespect justifies being shot, then why wasn't the Senate Majority Leader who harassed an OCS on camera still there? Why aren't there many politicians who insult police officers daily being dragged out and shot? Or is it that only young people who are supposed to be shot and not politicians or leaders in high class who also harass the police? Ishungwa, you are the same voice that provoked the anger of the young people last year on June 25th. And here we are, a year later, with the same recklessness, same arrogance, and the same blood on your hands. Do you have children? Would you stand quietly if what happened to Albert happened to your son? And what of CS Kipchumba Murkomen? We have watched you rush to offer sympathies and solidarity when high-profile people like the MP was shot, sympathy. But when it's young people, when it's the Alberts, the Kevins, the Akinyis, the minors of this country, your silence is deafening. How many of us must die before you feel something? Yesterday we saw sponsored goons armed with dangerous weapons being escorted by police officers instead of being arrested. No tear gas was fired at them. No one was arrested. They walked freely side by side with the same officers who shoot an armed youth. It's now clear they want us unemployed so they can use us to fight one another. But we will not fall to that trap. The border writers have been turned into goons. The masked youth paid to disrupt peaceful protests. We will not allow that to continue anymore. And to the president, is it okay for us to die? Is it that the unspoken policy of your government that the youth must be shot dead? Should we accept that being youth in this country is a death sentence? You are the commander-in-chief. You are responsible. And we demand to know, is it okay for us to die? And how many of us must die so that you know it's enough? Right now in Kenya, we fear the police more than we fear the terrorists. The police can't even stop armed bandits or Al-Shabaab. But they find strength to kill an armed youth only who are armed with smartphones alone. They don't have any weapons, but they're killed. Let me ask, how many bandits have these police officers killed? How many Al-Shabaabs have they arrested? Or is it only young people that they have strength? Are they trained to kill the young people? We are calling for immediate accountability. DCI boss Mohamed Amis must resign. He lied under an oath about Ojwang's murder. He is unfit to lead the investigative body in this democratic society. Also, IPOA must also be disbanded. What is their use if they cannot arrest any police officer who kill young people? Since last year, they have not successfully prosecuted any police officer. IPOA is a toothless sham. If you cannot arrest the killers in uniform, just go home. You are wasting public funds and betraying the very people you swore to protect. To the youth, this is our moment. We must not be silent. We demand justice loudly, unapologetically, and relentlessly. Our parents fought for abductions and they failed. Our grandparents fought for the same fight and they failed. But we are not our parents. We are not our grandparents. We will not fail. Our children will not fight the same menace we are fighting today. This generational war against brutality ends with us. Thank you. Any questions?
Sasa